Hello and welcome to another Hervey Bay sunset. So what started out as a stormy looking session has turned into a very cloudless, not very interesting session to tell the truth. We have a little bit of a Seahawk just coming in over here. It's going to be hard to see on the camera. But yeah, it's we had a lot of storm clouds when I first got here, and now all of a sudden everything's blown away and we've got some clear sky. But yeah, look, there's a little bit of cloud on the horizon, so we'll get some good shots. I can guarantee you we will get some good shots. So hello, Knots on the Bay. How's the audio? Does the audio sound okay? Pretty windy out here, so hopefully there's no wind noise. But yeah, let me know what the audio's like. Reception is actually pretty good for once, so the reception out here is not bad. So yes, for anyone who's new to the channel, thank you for joining. And going to do this fairly regularly, going to come out and just do some sunset streams. Eventually I might do a couple of sunrises. We'll do a couple of different things. So, but yeah, Saturday night, I thought, why not go out and watch the sunset and then go home and spend the rest of the night at home. So yeah, look, out to my favourite tree. I love this tree. Especially on a low tide. Like on a low tide around here, a lot of the beaches can get very uninteresting. So on a high tide, I like to be up over the rocks. But yeah, low tide, this place is pretty good. And that's kind of what we're going to be framing up. So yeah, I do really like this tree. And hang around for blue hour, because that's when things will get really good. So even with an uninteresting sky, once we hit that blue hour, things will start to look really nice. So yeah, look, we'll see what we'll do. I don't think I'll frame anything up just yet. It's, like I said, not really interesting at the moment. There is some cloud rolling in. You can just sort of see it above the tree. Just starting to go a little bit orange. So yeah, look, I'm hopeful that we will get some colour closer to sunset. G'day Leslie, how are you? G'day Phil. It's, yeah, look, it's a nice evening in Hervey Bay. Weather's perfect. It's not raining, which is good. Last night, I was nearly going to come out last night and it absolutely poured, so it was a good thing I didn't come last night. It turned very grey and very dark. But yeah, look, I was hoping for a little bit of, there was a few storms on the radar earlier, and I was hoping for some storms to roll through, but yeah, in typical Hervey Bay fashion, it just cleared up right on sunset. But no, look, it is starting to look nice. It is starting to look nice. There's some cloud rolling in, just kind of building up over the ocean. And I'm doing something a little bit different again today. I've actually got the GoPro running. So over there I've got the GoPro and I'm going to do a time lapse. So I started the GoPro at the same time as the live stream. So when it comes to the editing session, if I get around to the editing session, I'll have a little bit of time lapse running at the start. So the intro will be the time lapse of everything. Okay, so that'll sort of give you a good idea of what to look forward to in the editing, because it's going to start like this, and by the end of the night I can guarantee it will look epic. Okay, I can guarantee it is going to look epic at the end of the stream. Cloud or no cloud, blue hour up here is incredible. Orange and blues and purples, it will look good. So yeah, thank you to everyone who's here. Stick around. Look, things will get better. It's looking very uninteresting at the moment, but like I said, there's enough cloud there that we will get a little bit of colour. Okay, we're going to get a little bit of orange and got some blue. Okay, and even if things get really uninteresting, there's a bit of wildlife around. Okay, so I sort of had a bit of a look over here before, and there was some eagles. I don't know if you can see them, but one of the most rare things you'll see in Hervey Bay is the Jackosaurus, and there's a Jackosaurus in the tree right behind me. So that's my cameraman sitting up there. He's not getting paid for this one, I can tell you that right now. He's not getting paid for this one. He's sitting around in the tree like a monkey. Maybe search for a mud crab. Yeah, we did have a bit of a look for a mud crab, and we ended up being knee deep in mud. So I thought it was a good time to get out of the mud. Because yeah, we were literally knee deep in mud. It was almost like quicksand more than mud. So yeah, look, I'll send Jack out to look for some mud crabs, because he's just sitting around in the tree at the moment. But yeah, look, there's some cloud rolling in. It's starting to look nice. It's starting to look nice. Okay, it's not going to be the epic sunset that I was hoping for, but yeah, look, it's something. And again, it's just here. Look, I'm here just to have a chat with people and show off Hervey Bay. That's pretty much the whole point of these streams, is show off Hervey Bay. Gives me an excuse to go out and take some photos, because if you don't go, you might miss something good. Okay, and I've certainly missed a few good ones this week. I've had a bit on this week, which has been very exciting, to tell the truth. Had a big project during the week that's been really exciting, and I might even run a separate YouTube video on that. So yeah, that will stay tuned for that. But yeah, so that's what we're dealing with today. The lone tree. It's a safe photo. Okay. Being a Saturday night, there are a few people around. I don't know if you can see, but underneath the tree, there's a few people fishing. There's a guy down here pumping yabbies. So there's a bit going on. And yeah, this place, it's on a Saturday night, it's one of the more quiet places. The audio is breaking up. All right. Could be because it's windy. So yeah, let me know if it keeps breaking up, and I'll see if I can adjust it a little bit. But yeah, it is pretty windy. If I sort of turn away from the wind, yeah, let me know what the audio is like now. I've just turned my back to the wind. So does that make the audio any better? Because yeah, I can turn it up if I need to. But yeah, thank you to everyone who's watching at the moment. Good now? Okay, yeah. It might have just been the wind. Might have been me whacking my microphone. I'm still not quite used to this just yet. What's that flying over? Don't know what that was. Anyway, look, this time of night, I'm not going to take any photos yet. So what I'll do, let me take you for a bit of a walk around this tree again. I know I've done it before, but let's go and have a look. And this is what we're dealing with. And this is one of those places, you've got to get down low. Okay, so I don't want to be sort of shooting with the tree through the horizon. You do want to get down low and just get that tree slightly up above the horizon. Makes it look nice. Okay, so that's going to be kind of what we're framing up. But yeah, back behind us, it's one of those ones we kind of have to shoot into the sun, because as you'll see, if we come around this way, I'll do a bit of a 360 around the tree just to show you what we're dealing with. You do get some nice reflections over here, but then it starts to blend in with the background, which is not sort of ideal, to tell the truth. So you can get down low, get a bit of separation. There's a dog over there barking at me. So down here can make for some fairly nice photos. But again, I just don't like that background, the way the tree, I like a nice clean shot. And yeah, as we come around, you'll see it just kind of blend in with the background a little bit more. Is the tide coming in or out? It's low tide right on sunset. So it's yeah, low tide right on sunset, and then it'll start coming in again. But yeah, we'll be well and truly out of here before it comes in. Very low tide at the moment. Had the full moon a couple of nights ago. So yeah. Okay, so around here can make for some nice shots as well. But again, just that background. I'm not keen on the background. You've really got to get down low. And even then, you just sort of get the tree blending in. So yeah, it's definitely a shot where you have to shoot into the sun to get a nice clean shot. And then the more we come around, the more it just sort of blends in. So that's the tree. But yeah, the lighting around this side is much nicer. Much nicer lighting, but yeah, just all that background. And I was actually looking earlier, there's a couple of trees, you can see them off in the distance, which would make for some really good shots. I'm gonna have to get the kayak out there, I think. Because yeah, there's And I do have some plans to do a bit of a kayak trip. So there's the monkey in the tree over there. So yeah, I do plan to do a kayak trip eventually, just for something different, because yeah, there's some really nice trees over here. Need a kayak to get across that creek. Look, you could probably get across at a really low tide, but yeah, the window of time wouldn't be great. And yeah, you get some nice shots out there, so stay tuned for that. We'll do a kayak trip one day and get some photos. So yep, that's what we're dealing with at the moment. So yeah, look, to tell the truth, I'm not going to take any photos just yet. It's I've got plenty of photos like this. We'll stay yeah, stick around. Eventually, once that sun gets a bit lower, things will get more interesting. There is some cloud along the horizon, so that should give us a nice golden glow at sunset. And we'll eliminate some of that sky, frame up the tree nice and tight, and yeah, we'll get some good shots. And as I've mentioned before, like it's days like this where just find something interesting to photograph. So then, if your sky isn't full of colour and epic clouds or storms or anything, at least you've got something interesting to get a picture of. Okay, buffering a bit now. Yeah, probably because I'm walking around. Yeah, the chat's just gone crazy. It's just repeated the same thing a few times. Yeah, it's probably because I'm walking around. I'll go and sit this back on the tripod soon and everything should settle. Yeah, Hervey Bay, not known for its reception. But yeah, look, nice interesting tree. Get up close, fill the frame, and a nice interesting foreground for those days when the sky's doing nothing. Alright, I'll go and stick this on the tripod, because yeah, I think it does sort of buffer a bit. Let me just pull this out, spin it around and do a bit of a selfie thing if I can. No, can't get this gimbal to work. Alright, let's get this on the tripod. All good now. Yeah, look, it's going to probably, and that's the thing with live streams, it's relying on reception. And like I said, the Hervey Bay reception isn't great, because I know near our place, some days we have 3G still. Bit ancient when it comes to the old reception, Hervey Bay. 5G, haven't heard of that here yet. So let me put this on the tripod, and that should settle everything down a bit. Okay, so I'll just leave it there for now, so then at least you've got something nice to look at. Okay. Alright, so yeah, there's our scene, and as you can see, like it's one of those shots. It's hard to take a bad photo here. It's almost too easy. And when you've got an epic clouds and sky and colour, just makes things even better. Now I'm just checking that I've got everything set up. I've got the GoPro over there. Just checking that my bag is all sealed up. And then we might start taking some photos just for something to do. You know what, I might do a focus stack. I might do a proper focus stack this time, not like a panorama focus stack that I did last time. So if anyone in the chat has any ideas or anything they'd like to see, g'day Claudia, how are you? Yes, nice surprise. It was a surprise for me, to tell the truth, on a Saturday night. I sort of didn't expect to be out taking photos, but here I am. I'm here for your viewing pleasure. So yeah, thank you for jumping in. What's going on here? This gimbal is doing all sorts of weird things. All right, there we go. So yeah, look, I might start with a focus stack, to tell the truth, and I'll just kind of run through how I do my focus stacks. And then, yeah, when it comes to the editing session, we'll frame that up. Rather than sitting around talking, let's actually take some photos, a photography stream. So let's take some photos. Let me get framed up first, and then I'll bring the camera over. Try not to get in the front of the GoPro. Yeah, don't mind my English. can be good at times. Can be good. Okay, I'll just let you enjoy that tree while I get set up here. And I'll bring you over and show you how I'm going to do my focus stack. Where's that sun? I don't really want the sun in the shot at the moment. Let's just frame that up over there. Okay, let me bring the camera in. It'll be easier to show you rather than try and explain to you what I'm doing. If my cameraman had come out of the tree, he could probably frame it up. Are you at Eli Creek? Yes. Pretty much Eli Creek. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it on the phone, but yeah, there's Eli Creek just there. So we're right at Eli Creek. So that runs through there. So yeah, it's a little bit of a walk, but it's not too bad. There's a nice little sandy path that you can kind of get through. So yes, we are at Eli Creek. And there's enough wind around that's going to keep the mozzies and the midgies away from us. Because that's probably the worst thing about this place. We are literally in the mangroves. Okay, so we are literally in the mangroves and lots of mozzies and midgies around when there's no wind. All right, let's come and have a look at the camera. Okay, so I'm going to do this in live view so we can all see what's going on. Photobombed by the bog. Yeah, the dog, he was having a yap at me before. I think he wants to come over and play. All right, so here's what we've got framed up. I'm going to take my glasses off so I can kind of see. And so we're going to do a focus stack. I probably do want to get down a little bit closer to tell the truth. Why is that moving? Yeah, I'm going to get down even lower, so bear with me for a second while I get set up, and I might actually get my cameraman to come down and get out of that tree. Yeah, I'm going to get my tripod down a bit lower. I can't sort of hold the camera and do that at the same time. Yes, the joys of live streaming, filming and photographing at the same time. So let's just bring this over here. If you hear a thump, it's going to be Jack falling out of the tree. Just don't fall on me. Okay, so the plan for this shot, I want to get all those mangroves, all the mangrove roots, and we're going to focus stack it all the way through to get, yeah, look, we're not going to be able to focus on the sky. So let me get this tripod down as low as possible. This is one of those places where you do need to be very low. So let's get that down as low as it'll go. Again, I should have bought my other tripod. Got another tripod that gets down even lower. Okay, I'm gonna zoom in. I'm gonna shoot out. I've got a 17 to 40 on at the moment. And I'm going to shoot at, let me just quickly get that shot. Got the silhouette of the guy walking past with his dog. That's nice. Yeah, cool. All right. So I'm going to show you how I focus stack, because I don't have a new camera that does automatic focus stacking. So I have to do it the old school manual way. So what we do is, first thing I'm going to do is expose my shot. Okay, so I've kind of got it composed roughly where I want it. What I might do you want to just hold this for a second? Yep. Let me just reframe it up just so it's a little bit nicer. You know what? Let's go this way. Let's really focus stack it. Okay, so I'm going to do it in portrait mode. Try and get everything lined up. I need my level on, which doesn't work in this way, so I'm just going to try and Get it lined up as best as I can. There we go. Okay, now what I'm going to do, first thing I'm going to do is get my exposure roughly where I want it. Okay, and I put my info on, and I'm just going to watch that histogram. So I'm watching the top part of the histogram because I don't want to blow my highlights. I want to keep my highlights under control. So I'm just going to get the histogram as far to the right, or as you can see from here, far to the right is up. Okay, so there we're underexposed. So as the histogram starts to go up, so I'm looking at that white bit on the histogram. As soon as that gets to the top, that's to the right. If I go too far, I'm overexposed. So I'm just going to expose for the sky. Okay, so somewhere around about there. That way I know I'm not blowing out my sky. Now the foreground will look dark, but that's fine for this. Okay, and then what I'm going to do, I'm in manual focus. I'm going to focus down here first. And then I'm going to press my zoom button and zoom in. And I'm just going to manually adjust my focus until the foreground's in. And I'm shooting at f8. Okay, so f8, and I'm going to focus right down the bottom there. Let's just zoom out a bit more. Let's get right down here. Okay, so focus right in there. We want everything in focus. And now because this foreground here is right in front, it's going to be hard to see on the camera, but I'm just sort of winging it. So that's in focus there. I'm going to take a shot there. Actually, let me put my 2-second timer on, just to eliminate any sort of camera shake. Okay, so as you can see, I don't know how well you can see it, but that tree is completely blurred at the moment, and this will be something that it'll make more sense in the editing session. What is focus stacking? Okay, so focus stacking is, what I want to do is have this foreground right here completely sharp, and then I'm going to focus all the way through the scene and then up to the tree. Okay, so if we try and get everything in one shot, whatever's close is going to be out of focus. It's going to be blurry. So I'm going to focus here, I'm going to focus here, and just keep focusing all the way through the tree. So then eventually I'll stitch all of that together. So then the entire photo will be sharp from foreground to background. Okay, so I'm going to start with my foreground. So I'm focused in on my foreground. I'm going to take that shot there. Okay, and then I'm just going to move my focus point. So now I'm going to come up a little bit and focus about there. Again, I'm going to zoom in. And I don't know how well you can see it, but that's completely out of focus. Let me sign. Yeah, it's going to be hard to see on the back of the camera. You'll need to tune into the editing session. Now I'm going to focus until that's nice and sharp. So about there, I'll take a shot. And then basically just work my way through the scene. So I'm changing my focus point each time I go through. So next one, I'm going to focus up here. And to me, that tree's still out of focus. So again, I'm going to go up to here, just move my focus until that's nice and sharp. Take that shot. And then again, now I'll actually go up to the tree. And again, we're just going to zoom in on the tree. So that tree is out of focus, so now I'll get the tree in focus. About there. And then take another shot. So now I've got a whole heap of shots that are going to be in focus from here all the way through. Okay, so it's something, I don't do it that often. I tend to like to get everything in one shot, so it's something I don't do all that often. G'day Jason, how are you? Sunset looks beautiful, it does. It's starting to look nice now. Okay, I was hoping for some nice high cloud, but yeah, look, there's no such thing as a bad sunset. They're all good. Some cloud would be nice. There's little bits of cloud sort of wisping in and out. But yeah, no, it looks good. And yeah, thanks for joining. So hopefully you'll get to watch something really epic once it gets closer to sunset. And then you'll have to come back up here for another visit. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. So that's my focus stack done. Okay, so we'll have a bit of fun with that and play around. Now normally I would focus on the sky as well as my final stack, but there's nothing happening in the sky, so I don't really need to focus up there. Let's have a quick look, and You know, if we had some nice cloud up there, I would do my final focus on the cloud. But yeah, there's nothing happening up there, so I don't need to focus on the cloud. Yeah, don't need to do that. Alright, so I might pop this back on the tripod for a bit. Yeah, so let me know if the audio drops out or anything like that. I think every time I move the camera around, the bitrate will drop. Okay, so I'm going to pop this back on the tripod because we're getting close to sunset now. And the sun's starting to get night there, so there's some clouds starting to creep in. Alright, so things are starting to look interesting, starting to look a little bit better. So yeah, we can only hope for a bit more cloud at sunset. Definitely some cloud on the horizon, which will make things nice and soft and glowy. That's the technical term, glowy. Okay, so I'll just pop this back on the tripod. And yeah, I'll just kind of leave it framed up there for now. The radar says there's a tiny patch of rain nearby. Oh, good, good. We need, yeah, some cloud would be nice. Like I said, when we got here, there was a big storm cloud. And then no sooner did we get set up, it just kind of fizzled out and disappeared. All right, so yeah, look, the sky's looking okay at the moment. I'm going to go and get framed up and then I'll bring you over. So hello and welcome. So yeah, let's hope we get a little bit. There is some clouds starting to get up there, so we'll get some colour. We'll get some colour. So because I'm shooting with an ultra wide angle, so 17 to 40 mil on a full frame is very wide. There's some nice cloud over that way. Looks like a big thunderhead. Yeah, grab the camera. Grab the camera. Yeah, look, there's some nice cloud over this way. So what I might try and do is there's nothing happening over here. So it's kind of nice over that way. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. I'm looking at what the sky's doing because I know what the tree's doing. The tree's looking good. So all my colour's over here. So I'm going to try and frame it up so I don't get that mainland in my shot. Out this way, there's nothing happening. So we want to shoot this way. And we'll see if we can get a bit of a starburst through the tree. So yeah, ultra wide angle lens. I'm going to get up nice and close. I'm going to go back into portrait landscape mode. Let me take this, I should have taken this lens hood off and put it in my bag. Okay, so no filters here, don't need filters. We don't need exposure blending and things like that. This is one of those shots where it's all one shot, okay, so no exposure blending. The focus stacking was just something to do to kill some time. So this is the sort of shot we can get everything we want in one shot. Now I need to be down nice and low for this shot to work. I wish I could get a little bit lower. Let me just see if I can get a bit lower. Should have bought my other tripod. No, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I've got plenty of shots of this tree. Let's come back a little bit more. Sink the tripod into the sand or the mud. And yeah, look, there's not a lot happening to tell the truth. So I'll grab the camera and I'll show you what I'm doing as that sun sets. Okay, so look, let me just go back and show you sort of how close. So we're not super close to the tree. Okay, so because we're not super close to the tree, we don't need to focus stack. Okay, yeah, it's starting to look nice now. Okay, so not super close. The tree's a fair way away, so we can get all this in one shot. We don't need to focus stack. All I really want in focus is the tree. I don't need all this mud in the foreground. In fact, sometimes that looks better when it's actually blurred out. Okay, so that's kind of what I've got framed up. Just slightly going off to the left, because that's where all the cloud is. Okay, there's all cloud over here. I don't want to frame up this way because there's not much happening. So framed up over here and getting down as low as I can to get that separation. I'd love to get lower, okay, but yeah, this tripod, this is about as low as this tripod gets without hand holding, which I might do some handheld shots soon. Just sort of got that sun hidden behind the tree just to diffuse it a little bit. And if we look at our live view on the back, so now again, I'm going to focus on the tree. So what I'm going to do is zoom in. Okay. So this is, you know, if we had lots of cloud going on, I would try and focus on the cloud as well. But yeah, there's not a lot I'm going to do is zoom in, manual focus. I'm just going to move my focus until that tree's nice and sharp. Okay, so with that tree in focus, F8, everything's going to be in focus. And now I'm just watching my histogram. And again, as I was talking before about, I'm going to get as far to the right as I can. So this way, I'm going to brighten everything up. If I go too far, it's going to overexpose and lose all that colour in the sky. So I'm just going to get my histogram until where it's not touching the right side, so about there. And by slightly underexposing, we'll get more colour. So there's our first shot for the night. Okay, so yeah, very safe composition, this tree. It's a good one. Okay, now we just need some colour. So yeah, over here on that horizon, there is some nice big clouds. They look like storm clouds. So I reckon that's the one that's building. There's a storm building south of Tyro, but it looks like it might blow out. Yeah, they've been sort of building up all inland at the moment, and they are kind of fizzling out as they get here. But look at that, like, that's nice. Like, we got some nice soft light now because the sun's kind of diffused by the low cloud and just got enough cloud, like really pastel-y colours. So this will be a slightly different edit to normal. We won't go quite as contrasty. This will be more of a pastel-y type photo. Okay, and that's the way I sort of, you know, depends how I feel on the night. At the moment, everything's feeling soft and pastel-y, so that's how the edit will come out. Okay, and that's sort of how they'll come out in camera as well. So not just simply edit to make it pastel-y, but capture it in camera, so it's got that nice pastel-y soft colour. Okay, so, and yeah, always watch the histogram, because if we look at our exposure dial, okay, so that exposure dial is saying I'm zeroed out, like that's what the camera thinks is the base exposure, but if we look at our histogram, we're way underexposed. Okay, so by turning that up a bit, watching my histogram, I know if I go too far, I'll blow out my highlights. If I keep it just under, I'll keep all that detail in the sky. So I'll take another one just for the sake of taking one. I'm shooting at a 50th of a second, so I probably could hand hold one just to get down nice and low, because yeah, look, this shot definitely looks better down low. So look at my cameraman, he's playing in the mud.
Do you want me to record something?
Yes, I want you to record
All
something. Right. So just hold the camera, you don't have to zoom in on me, just kind of get the sky. Yeah, look at that, now it's starting to look nice. So I'm going to take this off the tripod, and while we've got light, so what I'm going to do is get off my 2-second timer, put it onto single shot, okay, and I don't even need my live view, I'm going to compose it through the viewfinder, old school way. And again, as long as my shutter speed is faster than a 20th of a second, even handheld, it should be nice and sharp. Okay, so that's looking good there. I'll just put it into live view just to check the histogram. Okay, we're losing that light quick, so I'm just going to go up to, let's go down to F7 at 1/50th of a second. Okay, again, I'm just going to manually focus on that tree. And now this is where, with the newer cameras, with the flippy screen, makes things much easier. So you'll probably find that I end up with a few shots just to try and get everything level. Now I know this does have the level on it, so we can try and, my neck isn't good enough to see that. I'm trying to get it as level as I can. Yeah, that's not too bad. Just going to off-center it a little bit. So yeah, a flippy screen would be nice. I am the #1 sunset photography live streamer in Point Vernon. Yeah, that's nice. I'm just getting some reflections. So there's some nice reflections down here where I've been standing, so I can get some. Oh. And then I'll show you the shots. just playing around. I don't need to take a heap of shots. Just getting down nice and low. All right. So that's kind of, yeah. By getting down nice and low, we can get some reflections, get some of that sand. Okay, so this is one of those places where getting down low really does pay off. Okay, and I'm just focusing on the tree. Okay, not a lot of texture in the sky. Don't need to worry about getting the sky all in focus. It'll be focused enough that you'll still see all the colour and the cloud. It doesn't have to be pin sharp for a pastel-y type picture. Okay, and that's what I'm going for with these ones, going for that pastel-y look. So it doesn't have to be pin sharp. And just like that, we lose the colour. It sort of disappeared pretty quick. Like the sun hasn't set yet. Like the sun is still up, but yeah, I've lost that colour quickly. So what I'm going to do now is just move over this side a little bit. Now I'm trying to shot. So now I'm going to have the tree over this side and try and frame it up to the trees on my right, and then still have the sunset over. As possible. Yeah, that's probably zoom in a little bit. Zoom in a bit. Fill the frame with the tree a bit more this time. Okay, so now shutter speed's getting slow. We're kind of losing that light. So whenever I zoom in, I refocus. So if you ever zoom out, refocus, especially when you're in manual mode. Okay, so again, I'm just focusing on the tree, watching my histogram, and I need to hit 2-second timer back on. So 2-second timer just eliminates any sort of camera shake. So I can press the shutter, release, and I'm not sitting there. Like even, you know, as steady as the tripod is, any sort of little movement, so every time I press that shutter, any movement can create some blur. So by having that 2-second timer, I can literally focus, take my hand off, and then the camera's got time to set. Alright, so look, the sun looks nice. Zoom in. Try a little bit. So I'm zooming into 40mm now to try and get the sun as big as I can in the frame. Okay, because there's not a lot happening in the sky. Fill the frame with the tree and sun. And just mix it up. And you hear me say that. Don't go home. It's 50 shots are exactly the same. Just move a foot this way, a little bit left, a little bit right. Zoom. Get your shot. Just mix it up. So you're not going home with 20 photos exactly the same. Okay. If you're working with water, the style changing, then you can switch one spot. You start to compose a shot. We're using movement when you come still like this, and even down at the piers. Down at the piers, just move around a little bit, change your angle. The sound's glitchy. Alright, I might put that back on the tripod. Yeah, that's a bit of a shame about the sound. Claudia, I can't wait to see the final pics. So excited. Yeah, look, they should come out okay. They're not going to be the most epic pics of all time, but yeah, look, they'll be okay. It's I'm going to put this back onto here. I reckon it's just because we're moving around. It's the more we move around, the more the bit rate will struggle, and so mic is glitchy. All right, so I'll set it on the tripod for a while and see how that goes. And yeah, I think every now and then I get a bit too close to the camera, and if the camera touches the mic, that can kind of throw things out a little bit as well. So I'll try and keep myself further away from the mic. Hopefully it sounds a little bit better now. So yeah, look, it's not a lot going on. What I might do is, Jack's made a nice puddle over there for me. Let's go over, jump out the puddle. So how's the sound now? Is the sound a little bit better now? Jack, tell Dad about Mike. Tell Dad about Mike. As in the Mike?
I said the mic was glitchy.
Yeah. Alright, I'm just going to bring this over here. Now, Jack's made a nice little puddle for me. So I'm going to use that puddle.
And you can get all the mud off your feet.
And get all the mud off my feet. And use that little puddle that he's made for some reflections. Because, yeah, not a lot happening in the sky, so I don't have the sky framed up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it, because I want that puddle right about there. You know what, I could probably even Photoshop reflection into the puddle. Yeah, that looks kind of nice. This is stack. Focus on this one. I'll do one on the puddle. So close. We were talking before about if you've got something really close, and I focus stack. Now, so we'll do another focus stack with this one as well. Yeah, I can just see that sunset under the tree too, which looks awesome. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, that's good. So I'll show you what I've got framed up. Yeah, I think the more I move this around, that's when it sort of starts to glitch out. Much better sound, agree with Leslie, much better now. Yeah, the chat's going crazy. I've got like the same message about 20 times. Sounds okay now. Yeah, look, like I said, the reception out here is not great. And the more I move this camera around, the more it's going to glitch out. So that's what I've got framed up. Okay, so we've got that puddle right in front, and then we've got the tree above the puddle. Okay, because we've got no sky to work with, we've got no colour, just trying to make the photos as interesting as I possibly can. G'day Matt, how are ya? Sound glitchy again, maybe signal issue. Yeah. It's yeah, look, reception out here is pretty crap, to tell the truth. Everything's charged. Was it when I picked up the camera? Was it as soon as I picked up my phone that it started to go glitchy? I'm going to put this back on the tripod. Let me get this back on the tripod and just let everything kind of settle for a bit. Alright, so let me know what the sound's like now that I've put the tripod, the camera on the tripod. I reckon it's glitching out when I'm sort of bending down near the camera and moving around. Really loving the colour. Yeah, the colours are nice. They've got that really pastel-y look to them. It's mostly when you're crouching down. Yeah, I wonder if I'm getting interference from the camera somehow. Interesting. So yeah, let me know how it sounds now. This should sound a bit better.
Like your shirt scrunching up, I don't know.
It could be, yeah, it could be my skirt. Alright, you know what? I'm going to readjust my mic. Let me try this and try not to drop it. Just going to move the mic over there. So let me know if that sounds any better. I've just moved the mic a little bit further away from my face. So yeah, hopefully that sounds a little bit better. But yeah, look, nice pastel-y colours. It's not the most epic sunset, but you would have heard me say this 1,000 times before. Wait till blue hour. Once blue hour kicks in, then we'll get our epic colours. So never leave early, okay? Sunset, this is kind of when people start to leave. The sunset, you've lost that golden glow. It's much better? Okay, good. Yeah, I'm over at my bag. If you hear a zip undoing, it's not me having a toilet break. It's the zip on my bag. So I'm just getting my glasses ready. I had my sunnies on before. So yes, no toilet breaks. Did that before I came out. Yeah, I think if I leave the camera on the tripod, or the phone, it's all just filmed on the phone using our magnificent Hervey Bay 3G reception. Yeah, chuck it in my bag. Okay, so yeah, now we sort of enter that time. Look, there's still some nice pastel-y colour in the sky. Heaps better, good, much better. Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, I've moved it down a little bit further. So hopefully my face isn't talking right into the mic. Yeah, I need to get a new shirt with a pocket where I can actually put the mic on a pocket rather than right underneath my chin. Good sound after moving the mic. Okay, good. Could have even been my collar. Yeah, look, I'm a pro streamer. You got to remember that. I've been doing this for years and years, and so yeah, welcome to the tree. And yeah, hopefully, well, not hopefully. I know we will get some colour. We've just got to wait around now. So I'm not going to take too many more shots because I've still got an editing session from the other night that I went out, and I haven't had a chance to do the editing session yet. So I'll do a 2-in-1 editing session, okay? Because the other night when we went out, we were around on the rocks at Point Vernon. Got some really nice shots, like really, really nice shots that I was happy with. But again, they're all kind of similar. So rather than edit all of them, I'll pick out my favourite ones. And I might just edit 1 or 2 of my favourite ones rather than go through all of them. And then we'll have a quick look at these ones as well. Okay, so yeah, look, it's all new to me. And look, it's new to YouTube. No one else is really doing live streams. So it's something that, yeah, I just thought I'd like to see more. I'd like to see more people on YouTube live streams. I'd love to see them talk their way through the shot, how they compose their shot, how they focus, stack and bracket and do whatever they need to do. It's interesting. And as I've mentioned to people before, you're always learning. Okay, one of those things where when you think, oh, I can do something. Yeah.
Great motivational words. Give up.
Not give up, but yeah. If you think you know everything, go and find something else to learn. Because if you're not learning, there's no point. Keep going. Okay. And keep experimenting more than anything. So even, yeah, look, there's plenty of photographers out there that do know everything. And I'm not saying that they don't. Like, there's plenty out there that do know everything. And you'll find that they're experimenting the same thing over and over. Because once we hit blue hour, that's when things will get really nice at blue hour. Let me come and check the chat again. So we've got 10 people in here at the moment. So thank you to everyone who's here, watching me talk crap basically, and try and fill in some time until blue hour hits. So yeah, look, stick around for blue hour because I can guarantee you it will get good. It'll get gooder. It will definitely get gooder. So yeah, that little puddle that Jack's made is quite nice. Got a nice reflection out of that. Yeah, the sky is just kind of losing colour at the moment. So yeah, so if anyone has any questions or if they want to see anything, let me know. Yeah, I was really excited when I got here. We had all those storm clouds and it was looking really good. And then all the cloud just disappeared. And look, I can't complain. We got a really good one the other night. We had a sound gone again. How's the sound now? Maybe it's when I get too close to the phone. So Leah, let me know what the sound's like now.
Because as soon as you went over there, it was okay.
Yeah. Maybe if I get too close to the phone, it starts to glitch out. And yeah, look, I'm just going to blame the reception. I think the reception here is pretty crappy. The reception here isn't great. Jack keeps trying to punch me, so that's probably not helping either. It's back again. Okay, good. Yeah, look, maybe like I said, it's all sort of it's all new. So trying to work out where we need to stand, and I've worked out that the more we move that camera around, or the phone, the more things start to glitch out. So I'll try and keep the camera as still as possible until I do something, because I still want to show you what I'm doing. I don't want to just
work the camera and stand far away from you.
Yeah. So yeah, look, I'm waiting now. I'm waiting for that sky to do something. I'm not going to take too many photos while it's like this. We'll won't be long before we hit, I reckon, another 10 minutes. So 10 minutes time. Go and man the camera. Yeah, actually, you know what I should do? I should learn this from teenagers. Rather than tell them to move, I'll move. Ultimate dog. Yeah, much to tell the truth. It's yeah, it was looking really good when we got here, and then all of a sudden, in typical Hervey Bay fashion. But in typical Hervey Bay fashion, you watch this blue hour. It's going to be well worth the trip. Definitely when you bend forward, yeah, okay. So yeah, it's sort of, you know what, I think it is a reception because I've sort of got that same
message.
Yeah, same message is appearing like 10 times. Explain the project you did this week. We couldn't hear it before. Okay, so haven't really explained it yet, but yeah, I had a bit of a project on this week, and I might do a video on it. I might do a bit of a video and sort of explain it a bit better. So yeah, I'll have a word to the people that I'm doing it for. But yeah, it's been a good week. It's been a busy week. So yeah, we're getting close to blue hour now. Okay, I can start to see some purples kicking in. So bear with me. I reckon another 5 to 10 minutes, and I'll start taking some photos again. But yeah, look, I'm blaming the reception because, like, even when I'm looking at the chat on the phone, it's just repeating messages over and over. So I think it might be the reception.
11 people watching.
We've got 11 people watching. Yes, thank you to everyone who's watching. It's not the most exciting thing you'll ever see. So maybe if I don't get the shot, it's more exciting. This tree. So if you want some photos of it, you got to come and see me. Good tree, yeah. Okay, I'm going to try and pick up the phone again. Let me know if everything is okay while I'm using this phone. Okay, so as you can see, now we're starting to get to blue hour. So basically the sky literally starts to turn blue and we get that nice glow on the horizon. Okay, so we're a good, I don't know what the time is, but we're probably 20, I'd say 15 minutes after sunset. Okay, so the blue sky is not so much a blue sky from the day. This is we're heading into what's called blue hour, so almost twilight. And yeah, it's starting to look nice. This is getting to my favourite time of the night. This is when we'll start to get some nice colour. Hey, is it shallow? Yeah. Nah, I'm set up here now. We'll finish this one off. So yeah, hopefully the sound is still okay. Stay close to the camera. Sound gone again. Alright, what I might do, bear with us, I'm going to quickly reset the mic and just see how that goes. Let me quickly reset the mic and bear with us for a second. Okay, no, still not.
Yeah. There we go.
Alright, so how's that? I've just reset the microphone. So let me know if that's any better. I've just reset the mic. So hopefully we've got some sound now. So let me know what the sound's like as soon as you hear it. Yeah, not sure what's happening. I think it's just their reception's pretty crappy out here, to tell the truth. There's lots of wind around, but the wind shouldn't be affecting it. Sounds good, good, okay. Alright, we're heading into blue hour now, so hopefully the sound hangs around. I'm going to start taking some photos. So what I'll do is I'll bring this camera back a bit, so you can sort of see what I'm framing up. And again, I'm going to try and keep this as still as possible. Alright, so I'm just going to come back here a bit. Okay, so as you can see now we're sort of hitting into the blue hour. So I get some nice colour now. Let me go and frame up some shots. And I'm still going to work with this little reflection I've got in the foreground. Yeah, it's looking nice. Looking very nice. So I'm going to do a bit of a focus stack again. Because I'm so close to this puddle, I want to do a bit of a focus stack. So just check everything. I'm going to zoom all the way out. Focus on my foreground. Get that shot. Didn't check my exposure. We're probably blown out the sky, but that's okay. What we'll do is we'll do 2 exposures. We'll do one for our foreground. We'll do one for our sky, and we'll blend them together. Okay, and let me just underexpose a bit for the sky. Yeah, nice. Yeah, that's nice. I might show you that shot actually. Let's go into portrait mode quickly. Hopefully the sound's okay, because yeah, things are starting to look nice.
Everyone says it's okay.
It's okay? Good. Yeah, I've just reset the mic. Yeah, this is looking really good at the moment. Let me frame this up. It sounded windy for a bit. It may be. I think every now and then I kind of have the mic sort of towards the wind. Yeah, that's not bad. Things are looking good now. This is that blue hour. I swear, you cannot take bad photos at this time of night. Now, I'm just going to go up to f10, because I do want this bigger depth of field now. And just, again, by focusing on that tree, my foreground should be sharp enough. Let me show you what I've got framed up. Let me show you the shots. We'll take it off here.
Do you want me to record it so you're not close to the...
Better now. Sounded like thunder. Windy. Some cloud coming in. Yeah, it's looking good. See, what did I say about blue hour? Never fails. And you do start to get some cloud as well. Yeah. Let me show you what I've got framed up. I'll see if I can just brighten it up a bit so you can sort of see what's going on. But I've got that nice big puddle in the foreground, and then the tree in the background. So look at that. Never leave early. I've said it 1,000 times. Because now look at that sky. Okay, now we're starting to get a little bit more epicness. Okay, that's looking really good. That's looking really good. All right, Jack. Cameraman.
Yep.
Be a cameraman. Have left the